was programmed to beat you. The same mistakes. It was programmed to beat you. Humans, what have you learned?
Guys, I'm back with another stream of Genshin Impact.
My people are used to the desert life, but
Let's
still,
begin.
I hope that one day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own
क्या उठाएगा क्या
and
ये?
leave the sandstorms behind for a better life.
गेम कैप्चर कभी क्या उठाएगा ये? ना कुछ चेंज हुआ होला वगैरह Still
नहीं,
the
नहीं।
same.
नहीं वो नहीं खींचेगा।
कोई नहीं, मेरे पास इस पे
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
I swear on the Archons,
Can't
I
you give
can't
me a
go
better
any lower.
price?
It's Monster. What could happen?
Better see Barbara at the
Genshin Impact may require OBS to run admin to use game capture. Run as admin का मुझे wow wow next time से देखा करूँगा. For now, display capture. You guys are back. Oh, no. Gameplay and welcome to the stream. Hello, buddy. Just like this could be. Not good. Just come here. Hi, bud. Welcome to the channel.
ओह हे पिताजी
But
26 बंदे मारे हैं 26 3.3 की केडी ये
so क्लोरीन आ चुके हैं. अभी देख चेक करता हूँ मैं अपना पीटी. मिट्टी का पीट लिया भाई, मिलना तो इम्पॉसिबल लग रहा है।
अच्छा प्रीमोजन कितने दिया भाई उन लोगों ने? 600 दिया क्या 800 दिया? 800 ही दे देते भाई। अरे मैं सोचा था 800।
यार तो
वही ना, मैं थोड़ा खुश हो जाता हूँ कि 800 दे दिया उन्होंने। हे, मैं खाना खा के आता हूँ फिर मैं भी स्ट्रीम चला, ठीक है?
एटलीस्ट भाई ये सेतौसी मिल जाए। पोस्ट कर नाइस। चलो मुझे फार्म मिलता रहेगा कुछ।
Adventurers go. There's a strange wanderer.
Once
बोल ही रहा हूँ बहुत दिनों के बाद। आय हाय डोमेन्स नया डोमेन है। सोचता क्या आने का। उसके बाद ओके ये चेंज किया है भाई, बड़ी सही चीज की इन लोगों ने, बड़ी सही चीज की है, बड़ी जरूरत ऑलरेडी मैक्स है। स्पाइरल अभी इस करना है ओके। सबसे पहले स्पाइरल, सबसे पहले करूंगा सेतोस का। हेलो हेलो आवाज नहीं आ रही क्या मेरी भाई? वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम एंड थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग। भाई एक 4 स्टार 15,000 मार रहा है।
Excuse me?
इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है।
Oz, reveal
इसका आर्ट
thyself.
फील ओके ब्रो। आई एम स्टिल AR48 ओके कोई नहीं हेल्प कर दूंगा। आ जाओ
Uglay,
आपका
you're
वो
up.
बताओ। डिवाइड बैक कर लेता हूँ मैं।
Feeling lucky today? Where you heading?
चार्ज करूंगा तो ये होगा। तो अल्टीमेट यूज करना है मुझे एक बार।
Give me some space.
Just like we rehearsed.
You want this one? Move or be moved. You want this one? You are not welcome here. Where you heading? Give me some space. Pulverize! Excuse me?
Don't be scared.
Where you heading?
एज अ 4 स्टार बहुत ज़्यादा पावरफुल है। Strike Florent. वेट अ सेकंड गाइस मेरी आवाज़ थोड़ी कम आ रही है ना हल्का सा इंक्रीज कर लिया मैं अभी आएगी ज़रा आएगी Hope so. ब्रो अगर आपको साथ में आर्टिफैक्ट फार्म करना है आपका एडवेंचर रैंक बता दो मैं आपको ऐड कर लेता हूँ अरे अटैक है भी देना पड़ेगा
Ready. Hunt them down.
भाई कमाल है भाई
Enough. Time to testify.
ज़्यादा पावरफुल भी नहीं है बट हाँ चलो भाई
A sharpshooter. You've cleared your name.
ट्रायल में ही कैरेक्टर डेड है भाई साहब ट्रायल ही नहीं हो रहा
Drop your weapons!
Into the shadows. Evil lurks. Shoot on sight. Loaded.
By royal decree,
I got you covered!
you asked for it!
Ready. Time to testify.
नाइस
Oz, reveal thyself!
Let the show begin.
Here you are. The process of elimination.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night for...
Scatter.
Let's dance. Ready, steady, go!
A process of elimination.
और मिला कुछ कोई नहीं अभी तो क्वेस्ट बाकी है तो इवेंट आएगी हार्डलेस का क्वेस्ट बाकी है इसका बाकी है शिनियन का बहुत सारा स्टोरी बाकी है मेरे भी होगा नेक्स्ट का और कौन क्वेस्ट करता भाई ये भी है You want this one? fight product. दस हो गया था बट पता ही घूम लिया कुछ.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. Wait a sec. Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the fortress of...
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's... Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there some...
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is?
I believe today...
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you the... That's right! Today is our last day in prison. But now that... Oh, yeah, Paimon... Then be sure to come back and visit.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Yeah, don't worry.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay
Yeah.
out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Sorry for the delay. अब ये कहाँ है? हैं? ये कौन सी क्वेस्ट में अटका हुआ है? ये तो लिखा है सॉर्ट एंड स्टैम्प ये कर लेते हैं।
हेलो हेलो।
आ गए हो?
गेंशिन हेलो।
वेट मिक्स आया। Okay, I'm back.
ए इधर से क्लोरीन का स्पेलिंग बोला ना, क्लोरीन का स्पेलिंग क्या है?
COLORIND. रुको फिर भी चेक कर लेता हूँ।
तो?
अरे आ भी चुका हूँ मैं क्वेस्ट के अंदर।
मिनट
2 सेकंड तो बस। अरे बक बक बंद कर भाई, चेक करना है कुछ।
CLORIND
अरे डी है, मतलब ई नहीं है उसके बाद।
ई है, ई है।
सॉफ्ट एक चीज चेक कर पाओगे मोबाइल से?
क्या बोलो?
क्या मेरी आवाज आ रही है स्ट्रीम पे या फिर नहीं आ रही है?
एक मिनट चेक करता हूँ।
कि मुझे सुनाई दे रहा है, बट एक बंदा आया जो बोला लेट्स फार्म आर्टिफैक्ट, वो गायब है, तो कुछ सुनने नहीं दिया। क्या हो मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा।
आ रहा
आ रहा है ना?
आ रहा, बस आ रहा आ रहा। ए, कुछ देना है।
7 तारीख को एक नया आ रहा है फुटबॉल वाला गेम, फ्री फॉर ऑल, बीटा
क्या,
वर्जन
कौन सा?
UFL।
UFL तो बेकार होगा। नो गेम चालू कर दिया है। बाय द वो कौन सा करना है मेरे को, क्या बोलता है, डिस्प्ले कैप्चर करना है ना मुझे?
अगर तुम स्ट्रीम किससे कर रहे हो?
स्ट्रीमलैब OBS, स्ट्रीमलैब्स OBS नहीं, स्ट्रीमलैब्स।
स्ट्रीमलैब्स को अगर तुम रन एज एडमिन करोगे उसके बाद आएगा गेम कैप्चर उठा लेगा। तुमने चालू कर दिया क्या स्ट्रीम?
हाँ
यप, तो अभी डिस्प्ले कैप्चर ही करना पड़ेगा आई गेस।
ओके
भी ट्राई कर लेने के बाद गेम का अगर उठा लिया, काम हो गया तो बढ़िया।
ओके
वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम बडी। आपकी आवाज, अरे आपकी वॉइस को क्या हुआ?
आ तो रही है मैं तुम्हारी वॉइस।
अजीब सी आ रही क्या ब्रो? कांट टॉक। वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम स्वप्निल भाई। मिल गई अर्ली सॉपुल में वेपन एंड कैरेक्टर। कांट टॉक। अच्छा आवाज नहीं दिखी। हेलो हेलो गाइस, एक सेकंड, आवाज तो जा रही है आई गेस प्रॉपर वे में। ओके आ रही ओके ना गाइस?
ओके हे गाइस वेलकम बैक टू माय स्ट्रीम। आज हम लोग करेंगे गेंशिन, जिसमें है मेरी प्यारी कैरेक्टर क्लोरीन।
तो क्रेडिट मिल गई?
क्या
बंदा ऐसे बोला मेरी प्यारी कैरेक्टर को, जैसे क्रेडिट मिल चुकी है।
बेड टाइम स्टोरी क्या आर्कन कोस्ट है?
क्या बता भाई, इस तरह वाली स्टोरी होगी
तो है। अबे गेंशिन वाले कुछ भी ला रहे क्या अभी? बैटल को
अब मैं तो हार बस किया नहीं हूँ इसलिए मुझे दिख नहीं रहा।
सारा कुछ कुछ चाहिए इसका। बस जो मैंने तो सारा कर जो आर्कन होता है। यार नया चैप्टर लव है यार, चैप्टर 9 पे अटका दिया। ओ इधर से एक पुल मिल रहा है। ओके इधर से एक पुल मिलता है, इधर से टाइम स्टोरी से।
एक पुल मिलेगा सीधा?
हाँ कंप्लीट करेगा तो एक पुल मिलेगा ना। तो मुझे चाहिए वाला अपन देखते हैं कितना प्रीमो देता है। गेंशिन वाले बोलते रहते 800 प्रीमो देंगे, दिया है 600 चलेगा मेरे। हेलो चाचा वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। पहले स्पाइरल कर पहले some extra juicy primos.
That flame harmonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neurvalet did say you'd be welcome
Wait.
anytime.
भाई साहब।
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
So hey guys,
Right there.
मैं
Sorry
एक तो
about
जितना
my
भी बोला मैं सब
exfoliant.
माइक म्यूट करके बोला।
You can see
तो आज हम लोग
yourself
फिर से
soon.
गेंशिन पे आ चुके हैं फिर से। सॉरी
Everyone's so busy.
हम लोग आज गेंशिन स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं। तो मैंने 600 पुल निकाल लिया, क्लोरीन निकाल लिया, 600 प्रीमो निकाले हैं अभी जस्ट मेल से। अभी स्पाइरल से जूसी प्रीमोस निकालते हैं थोड़ा सा,
Hello.
फिर चलते हैं
You've come
आर्कन
at the
क्वेस्ट पे
right
जो बेड
time,
टाइम
but you'll have
पता
to
नहीं
wait
कैसे
for
थोड़ी है।
just a moment. In the
करना
meantime,
तो पड़ेगा फिर
please
भी उसको।
have a seat.
That's all right.
Very well.
अब तुम्हें ये मालूम है ना, तुमने पहले 600 पुल बोला।
हाँ वो मैं बराबर में सही बोल बोला बात में 600 प्रीमो।
नहीं तुमने गलती से पहले बोल दिया था ना 600 पुल। अभी
600 पुल
All
भाई,
right.
600 पुल होने से
Are you done with your work?
Yes.
मैं
sorry
मालूम
to
ना
keep
हो
you
जाओ
waiting.
600।
Today
पता
should
है
be
कैसे
the
मैं ना
day you
इधर
were released from the
उधर ही उसका
fortress of
हालत गंदा
Meripede.
तो लग चुका मेरे को अभी
And
उधर
it
ही
appears
का।
that
That's right. And we came here to
क्या बात।
मैं वो कर रहा था पता है क्या,
a massive
Do you have any idea what that
Judging from your description,
वो डॉज वाला
Wheel
सिस्टम है ना
of that-
वो रिंग पे, मैं वो कर रहा हूँ इधर बैठ बैठ के।
most people wouldn't be capable of Yes? What is it?
कैरेक्टर ट्रायल किया क्या?
Right. We asked the Duke
हाँ?
It turns out that I have the
कैरेक्टर
source of
ट्रायल
the
किया
trap.
क्या?
the water level.
Fortunately, the water
समझा
if the
नहीं।
change in water.
कैरेक्टर ट्रायल किया हो क्या, वही पूछ रहा हूँ।
I would also
नहीं,
like to go
मैं
there
पहले
as
स्पाइरल
soon
कर
as
रहा हूँ।
possible, but I'm
सबसे
I'll
पहले
have to
पहले
ask
तो
you
उसको
two to
ट्राई
go
करो एक
cross
बार।
There's no time to lose. Let's
अब
get
स्पाइरल पे हो
going.
तो उस
Please be careful.
तो ट्राई करने से पहले दो न्यू विलेट क्या देख रहा है कोई नहीं तेरा song. Welcome to the
अच्छा इधर
stream,
चेक करो मेरा
Shobhan.
वॉइस आ रहा है नीचे एक बार चेक करो जरा
Give me a moment.
ये नहीं दा ये खुदकती हुई नहीं दा मेरी एक बार चेक करो आ रहा है वॉइस
आ रहा है
आ रहा है ना
Oh no! What happened here?
Welcome to the stream, Shobhan. Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi.
Navia should be around here, right? We need
हे हाँ लगा दिया तो डाल दिया इधर लोग ओके अल्टी मारने नहीं दिया ठीक है भाई
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
Hello, Shobhan. Hello.
Oh, this is getting.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right.
क्या कर रहा है ऑक्टिक अजीब सी आवाज आ रही है माइक से
कैसे हो जा रही है मैं तो स्पाइरल कर रहा हूँ मैं बैठ
खट खट की आवाज है
I'm not young anymore. My Desiree.
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg.
जाओ मर
My
जाओ मर
leg.
जाओ यस गुड जॉब सारे मर
How could this have happened?
Just
Uh,
hang in there.
uh.
Help is on the way. You can hold my
अच्छा
hand
भाई
if it
तुमको
makes you
कैसा
feel
लगा
better.
क्लोरेंट हमारा इंप्रेशन कैसा है क्लोरेंट
नॉट दैट गुड
हाँ
मुझे सेथमा ज्यादा पसंद है जो 4 स्टार है उसका डैमेज लिटरली काफी तारीफ है एज अ 4 स्टार बहुत स्ट्रांग है वो ओके 4 स्टार 15,000 का डैमेज दे रहा है
अरे 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 नाहिदा को मत मारो हाँ
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to
Oh.
a building southeast of here.
टिम्बर्टन
We've already transported him to safety.
अच्छा
But
जैसे
we've
बोला
run
है
out of medical
पहले
supplies.
ट्राई करने का गाड़ी चाची
He's
चाची
wounded?
ने बोला ट्राई करने का तो
How
मतलब
badly?
ट्राई करने का
He fell, so
पहले
it's
4 स्टार
probably a
करना
broken.
पहले मैं क्लोरेंट से ही चालू
He
करूंगा
jumped
मेरे को
down
प्रीमो चाहिए अभी मेरे को यार ऐसा
Find
ना
the leader
करो
of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor.
ये
Understood.
जिगलिंग
I'll
जिगलिंग
take over his
No,
search and
stream
rescue
great,
mission.
hello.
Right. You'll be.
ये
I'm
जिगलिंग
sorry.
जिगलिंग ये
This.
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard the rushing water seemed everyone on the street who happened to
Oh,
be close to
okay.
the water. Didn't those who realized what was happening? The
Oh my God.
Zero
Hey,
Soda
बहुत fast
initiated
है?
rescue
What the fuck?
operations as quickly as possible.
उसको
Oh.
weapon
But
देने
there
का कोई
have
मतलब ही
been
नहीं है मुझे समझ
the
नहीं आ
water
रहा
that flooded the. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can.
How awful.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish.
Is there any way we can help Navia?
Thank you for being so.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here.
डैमेज उतना ज्यादा नहीं बट मुझे इसका मूवमेंट मस्त लगा
Sorry.
Oh.
I need to go for now.
And off she goes.
मेरी क्लोरेंट कैरेक्टर फेटालिटी मर चुकी है
Same for me. पहले बार मेरा साथ ऐसा भी हुआ.
Okay. The wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. Of course, we should remain ready, Traveler. Paimon?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
अरे एक क्वेस्ट चालू कर रहा हूँ बोल रहा है दूसरा क्वेस्ट करो.
अबे लिटरली शाओ यार लिटरली शाओ इन बटन उसमें इलेक्ट्रो शाओ डाल
फैंटम थी भाई. एक क्वेस्ट करने जाऊंगा दूसरे 3-4 क्वेस्ट करने होंगे साइड में.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you...
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance?
I'm just trying to get a...
Yeah, she does.
Okay, इसका
I asked her what she was doing.
थोड़ा अलग ही टच है इसका ability को करना.
I don't know if the
Slightly different है.
I think this is all so unfair. Anyway, well, that's everything. You're welcome.
नहीं है.
तुम एक काम बताओ उसके हाथ में स्वॉर्ड किसके लिए है?
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. But what if? Just hypothetically, I mean. What if this weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, oh, that gosh darn lousy son of a, oh, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but we're actually quite interested in this topic as well. But we're struggling to get to the bottom of it.
You've come to the right people.
ऐसा ना बोलो यार इधर से.
I was there. Back when he was a great magician. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the
I saw him perform
इसका movement मेरे को सब इसका sense.
But after he died, there were also, as I'm sure you know.
Whatever the case, now that the weasel is back, I bet Gemma must... Oh, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
So that's Gemma. Wait. It looks like... Hi there.
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid. We mean no harm. It looks like you're injured.
Thanks for your concern. But you didn't answer my question.
My name is Linny, and this is my sister...
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about it. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to...
I never believed that he was the weasel.
Huh.
Oh, भाई इसका charge time.
No.
Got it.
Mental skill use करो उसके बाद use करो.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave.
Oh.
I want to be alone.
Judging by the look on her face, there's
और तुम charge कर रहे हो देखना उसका head जा रहा है.
That's fair.
Normally मारते
In
हो.
any case,
एलिमेंटल स्किल और साइड अटैक यूज मत करो, उसका अल्टीमेट यूज करना, फिर नॉर्मली मारना। यही में बन जाता है वो इलेक्ट्रो।
अगर हम लोग दो ही, तो उसका क्यू एबिलिटी क्या काम करता है? क्यू एबिलिटी उसका
अल्टीमेट
मेरा आया नहीं वो अल्टीमेट। व्हाट?
वो आएगा नहीं, तुम उसको एलिमेंट स्किल यूज करो ना, साइड अटैक उस पे खींचता है वो। नॉर्मली मारते रहो, अल्टीमेट आना तो उसके बाद यूज करने के बाद उसको।
Mondstadt's water is
बहुत बढ़िया
crisp
है
and
उसका।
pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste.
पहला फोर्स है जो बहुत अच्छा है वो यूजर में।
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day...
Right. That's
अच्छा,
how things are
समझा।
now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
अच्छा, अल्टीमेट के बाद अपने का गैस अराउंड 3 मिल।
Everyone agreed
ये
on
थोड़ा
the rescue plan,
यूनिक है।
but still,
यस, तो यूनिक है तो।
I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And
ना 5 पुल के जो प्रीमो बस
they were caught in the seawater.
आठ पुल के लिए मेरे पास।
I've known them for so long. And I know that I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus,
जैसे एक बार स्ट्रीम पे एक बार इधर
just
प्रोएंट मिल गए।
gone.
नहीं नहीं,
I just
देखो क्या आर्टिफैक्ट मिला के।
Everything looks so clean after it rains.
तो जी क्या आर्टिफैक्ट है बे?
I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in
क्रिट
front
है
of
वैसे
Master
अंदर,
Callus's
क्रिटेड भी
grave.
अंदर।
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half
Oh my
bad.
god.
See, it's not
तुम्हारा एक
just
सब कम
me.
कैसे हो गया?
I always want to bring something when I
क्या
visit
पता?
Papa.
अरे
Perhaps we might even have
कल
a
एक बंदा है
picnic.
तो स्ट्रीमर आता है,
He wouldn't be angry,
वैलोरेंट
would
पे
he?
बंदा है।
How
वो बोला
could
भैया मैं भी
Master
गेम
ever
खेलूं।
be upset with you,
ठीक है खेलो।
Demoiselle? Yet the
ना
cemetery is
गुस्सा
the
है ना।
home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here
वो
sooner or
मुझे
later.
बार बार भैया मेरे को
No
शेरिफ दो,
matter
शेरिफ
who
दो।
you are.
आज शेरिफ दिया।
Buying yourself a
हर
plot
राउंड
in
शेरिफ
advance, are
को
you?
इतना आएगा।
No
बोलो भाई
need
अगर शेरिफ
yet.
करना तो अगर
But
शेरिफ
when
करना
I
तो
do,
निकल।
I
खेलना
hope
नहीं।
you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
बच्चा था क्या वो?
Hey, stop
नहीं
joking.
नहीं
I'm quite
नहीं।
serious.
That makes sense.
अगर तुम्हारा आने
After
के पहले
all,
खेला था,
besides you,
कल मैं चेक
Demoiselle,
करना।
the two of us could
सब इधर
certainly be
खेल।
considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously.
But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip?
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that... I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better.
इतना जी तुम्हारा मैक्स ना मेरे को नॉइस आ रहा है, पता है? हाँ, तुम जो क्वेस्ट कर रहे हो।
Now that I think about it, that never solely relied on...
नहीं मेरे को सुनने में मजा ही आ रहा है, मेरे को सुनने में
Many
कोई
things
दिक्कत
can
नहीं है।
only be accomplished with someone else's
नहीं
help.
नहीं यार।
Malus and Silver have helped. I'm so...
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia.
By the way, you can have a look at this.
Oh, Benna. So, everyone else is safe.
It's okay. I know the overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right. What you said just now...
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave?
Is everything going well on...
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you
We just met recently. Right, Miss...
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula...
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts and...
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural...
Without your help, there would have been many more...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people...
Don't say that. You and you... As Paimon said, Malus and Silver... I've never liked hearing...
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate.
So, you're one who will try to...
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my... By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just...
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we have... You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the... Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Heart. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to... My people initially came to prepare for ruin
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their...
Oh! That somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to...
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navi?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some...
Well, there's no point in being... Besides...
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. All right, the ruins are to the...
Okay, the three...
देखो वो फ्रैजाइल का लिमिट 200 हो चुका है।
An oversight on my part.
तो फ्रैजाइल रीजन था उसका भी लिमिट हो चुका है 200।
अच्छा बड़ा इंक्रीज किया एटलीस्ट. अच्छा चलो एटलीस्ट कुछ तो किया भाई. हाँ भाई साहब.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
They seem to be pretty ancient all.
Let's go in and
Just be careful.
Need to end a few enemies?
Perhaps a crowning.
Hey.
Miko crown करना है भाई.
Hey. आखिरी फ्लोर आखिरी चैम्बर है.
Emerge right now, right here.
Mike छोड़ो तो बता ना.
Okay.
पीछे मौजूद रहा. आ रहा है.
नहीं अब तो नहीं आ रहा है.
the floor here isn't safe.
I could get used to this.
सुन. Good job
This
Arata
place
keep the
has also
anti-scan.
been contaminated by primordial.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any help. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you. That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to wait?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Just
अरे यार टाइम खत्म हो गया 100 प्रीमो मिला यार
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge.
तो कितना प्रीमो मैं एक्वायर कर पाता भी निकल पाया पुल
भाई स्पाइडरमैन वाली वाइब्स है मुझे भी देख के नाविया को कितने हुए सेम ब्लॉन्ड गर्ल
को देख किसको देख के
आखिर में उसमें नाविया नीचे गिर जाती है ना तुमने करके रखा है
कौन सा
आर्कन क्वेस्ट में नाविया नीचे गिर जाती है ना ब्रिज से
Demoiselle.
अच्छा हाँ हाँ
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I
कुछ नया
hadn't
एरिया
come
है
to
क्या
get you?
नया एरिया नहीं है
Oh,
Yes,
मेरा भी पूरा एरिया खुद हुआ मेरा भी
Quite possible.
oh, right. This is a familiar.
Is something the matter?
नहीं खेल में कुछ छोड़ देना खेल मैंने फिर मैं खेला नहीं फिर
उसमें गिर जाती है नाविया सेम
right.
ब्लॉन्ड गर्ल गिरती है स्पाइडरमैन वाला
I remember now.
आर्कन मैं आर्कन कोस्ट की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं 4.7 पे जो आया था एरिया की बात कर रहा हूँ
Silver too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your... They were knocking at my...
Sometimes.
Oh, yes, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done without your...
Did you cultivate them yourself?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs.
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is...
That's right.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me.
I've heard this name before.
And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have it.
Huh? We do?
Well, now, did you...
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House.
My trial?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so...
Oh?
Look, it's Navia!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. And as for the judge... huh?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't
That's a
worry,
boss
Silver and
edit.
I shall accompany.
All right. But...
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing?
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us.
Huh? Everything...
well, if that's what you think, then
I'm in 20 primo, sorry.
How wonderful!
Hey, मैं पागल हो चुका हूँ बे. मैं बार-बार पुल्स को primo चिल्ला रहा हूँ मैं बार-बार.
I know all
Primos
these
को.
people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but
she was born a free and independent spirit.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely... Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the... Even if Miss Na... Everything is... Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
My head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia.
Silence.
That's...
10, 7.
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, Demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
भाई ऑक्सीजन में क्या डिफरेंस है विदरिंग वेव्स में और
No, wait! Just a second!
ये तुम्हें रुला देगा जेंटल
हाँ वही पॉइंट है
You're awake.
स्टोरी इतनी इमोशनल है
वदरिंग को वदरिंग
लिटरली मैं रो रहा हूँ भाई ये कर
Malus and Silver were still
रोते
alive and
रोते
they
नहीं
were...
बड़े हो तुम अभी रोते नहीं
भाई क्या बोल रहे
अब गाइस अपना चाची रो रहा है गाइस इसको कोई रोक के बाद ना रहे
When
कुछ तो
were
समझा इस
just about
गांडू
to
को
be dissolved within.
बंदा एक गेम के
I
स्टोरी के
think
अंदर
I
हो दिया
saw
बंदा है
2 Oceanids protecting you.
क्या स्टोरी है
It
भाई
was
ऐसे
only for a
लिखते हैं
moment,
स्टोरी
were it not for their intervention.
Wait, did you say Ocean?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the
Okay,
people
मेरे
you
पुल
saw in your
मेरे
dream.
पास क्या है सारे 10 पुल
I always told
चल
them
चल
that they didn't have to protect me.
कौन
Please come with me.
भाई साहब फाइनली 10 पुल करूंगा
Are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something
क्या
we
लगता है
could
ऐसे मिल
chat
जाएगा
about?
मुझे प्रीमो आई मीन 10 पुल में मिल जाएगा मेरे को
Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels.
I merely thought that we should give
तो
Navia
मेरे
some
को
time
भरोसा
to
ही नहीं
herself.
कि मिल जाएगा
Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing?
I suppose so.
Okay.
Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
चलो जय श्री राम 10 पुल चलो 5 स्टार
I see. Well, that is good.
4 स्टार मिला
Thank you.
ओ सेल्टस मिल गया उसके बाद सेल्टस
Doesn't know what to talk about. So, Neverlet,
से
you're probably
full
quite the swimmer,
no
huh?
तो ना पेटी वेट check my PT
Yes, of course.
10
This isn't going anywhere.
50
Let's try some.
Yes, in
60
fact.
65
I had arranged to meet you in
65
Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered
70
that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate.
76
They had even transported. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the nymph.
शिंचो मिला
We had a chat.
76 पे
She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official
76
documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would
77
take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
178 और 2 पुल चाहिए मेरे को इतना चाहिए बस
I'm
और 2
sorry
पुल
to.
फिर जगह 80 हो जाएगा मेरा हाँ 78 है मेरे पे 78 है
I guess we should get going again.
हाँ
Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
बड़ा 68 था राइट
Yes, if you
हाँ
wouldn't mind.
तो
my
65 था मेरा अभी 10 पुल मारा 75 ठीक है फिर अभी तो और 2 पुल किए कितना हुआ सॉरी 10 पुल 2 पुल के 3 पुल मारे फिर 3 पुल मारे 78
तो अभी 1 घंटा बोल मत करो उसको रिफ्रेश करो
No time to lose.
चल अभी प्रीमो हंटिंग पे
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
बट ये ना कितना हुआ 50 तक
Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Emerge, right here.
Settle down.
Hey. तो सब कुछ हो चुका है मेरे बस आर कॉन्क्वेस्ट करना है मुझे इसके पहले वाला क्वेस्ट करना मुझे 2 क्वेस्ट करना मुझे बस यार अच्छा मेरे तो चेन्यू का भी बाकी है क्वेस्ट स्टोरी लाइन
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
लो देखते हैं जितना से निकालता स्टोरी क्वेस्ट जितना से आज में स्टोरी क्वेस्ट अच्छा गाइस मैं पहले बता रहा हूँ मैं सारा स्टोरी क्वेस्ट स्किप करने वाला हूँ तो प्लीज डोंट माइंड मुझे प्रीमो चाहिए
मत करो भाई तेज लो तेज
आ जा मेरे को देख मेरे को प्रीमो चाहिए भाई, प्रीमो चाहिए मेरे को पहले तो। इधर एक वो है हाइड्रोकुलस, राइट।
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the contents of the prophecy.
Oh. Okay.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters.
अच्छा
Only the Hydro Archon will
भाई साहब,
remain, weeping
ये क्या
on
पीस
the
बन रहा है
floor.
इतना मेरा एक आर्टिफैक्ट पीस। तो उसको मैं Oh, nice artifact.
More
Nice.
information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, the Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Okay, चलो good artifact.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third? where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come.
In that case, there's...
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here.
You still...
Just head back to...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Traveler, I will go talk to... I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the...
Are you really gonna talk...
She has long been harboring secrets, and will not...
Alright,
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon. Our safe house at the Flivs... All right.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
Yay! And there's good food! Paimon's already starting to...
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think...
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fon...
Mona?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scribe glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
लोकी हो ना?
Well, I used to have my own surname, there was nothing for it. Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also...
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so... petty.
I know, right? That's just
Okay, I'm back. And it's time to switch games, I guess, right now.
Actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Valorant पे और क्या?
वाह.
Talk about accept...
हाँ मेरे को वो मिल चुका है पता है क्या?
calling card of our school, so to
कैसे?
speak.
मेरे को नकली क्लोरेंट मिला मेरे को.
It's all right if you don't get it.
लेकिन एक चीज में सही हुआ था मेरे एक्सपोल तो गारंटीड है मेरे लिए.
But anyway, you're not fun to...
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while.
Oh, that's a good thing
Netland
then.
Karkot.
At least we know you won't get dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things... There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
हाँ उसमें
That was the main reason, yes.
आर्गन पे
The invitation was sent quite...
What do you make of
What I can tell you, I'm
Netland,
afraid
Netland.
that, but on the flip side...
a visionary?
Of course.
अच्छा ये वाला
The old
version check
hag
करो
could
तो
do
कौन
it,
सा 4.8 या
and I bet
4.7?
there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
मुझे लग रहा है ये 4.7 है तो एक और अपडेट आना है इसको तो.
Huh?
ये 4.7.
Are you sure?
वारे पे इसको ढूंढो ये वारे उसमें लास्ट में कौन है लग डालेंगे. I guess रीरन का ट्रेड डालेंगे.
I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's any...
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit... Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and...
Gold to your platform. La la la.
Got a job for me?
Capture करो गेम कैप्चर हम करो अपना गेम कैप्चर प्लीज. पानी तो मेरे पैसे यार.
काम करेगा तो
तो वीडियो उठा खींच नहीं रहा. God. मिस्टर रोबोट है.
तो कोई बता रहा था बंदे को. अच्छा वही बंदा का जो चैट में लिख रहा था I got kicked.
नहीं वो नहीं. अच्छा तो अच्छी मैं बात करता.
something wrong?
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent
You mean... they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster. I will say this once more. You must tell me yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct. Which is why I came to ask...
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really... I understand your concerns, but...
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then there's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be just trust in me. Your Archon. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss. Oh, the.
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh! You noticed! Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage? Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions.
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then if at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. But who will lend us their aid to do so?
Well, that's everyone. Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That night.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing.
That's what families should do.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me? No.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to... As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling...
Oh? How
Well, it's just an expression, really.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right.
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before.
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so a trap comprises of the following components. So, if we were to...
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the...
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the balling...
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the...
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting...
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa, I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense. You usually... But I do have one more question for you, monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm.
Kind as if we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely...
Wait, why is...
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey.
So are...
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, and the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate. But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
Oh, so that's what's going on.
तो मुझे क्लोरीन चाहिए भाई। नाविया नहीं मिली, हार्लेस्टिनो नहीं मिली, अब क्लोरीन चाहिए।
It's been a tough few days. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised. It's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience. After all, you're the most reliable. Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all. Then what's that? Paimon's never seen that cup.
Don't be frightened.
Who's that?
Aw, have you forgotten me already?
Wait, you are familiar.
The voice from the sky, You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that confusion and thus came to you, guiding people in. Consider me a passerby. The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
What? Then is there any way we can stop it?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Teyvat so easily be changed? So you've caught. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods. Could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
What is she talking about?
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are ultimately. Fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Teyvat's future. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well?
The voice. Hey, it's you who...
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Mona!
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that...
did she have pink hair by any chance?
Why, yes, it was Charlotte. I assume you've heard of her, no? That daredevil journalist? I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are...
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear...
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did... Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bull...
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... Well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. Perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now. Traveler, Paimon?
Oh, we're fine.
I see. I feel that same sense of desperation, too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. But even so, perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. I did originally think...
Huh. You do have a point.
There, it was worth trying, I suppose.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Time tempers all volition. Yet she would give up everyone for her beliefs. Perhaps it is for this very reason that she has come to where she stands today. Should the chance come by me, I too would like to learn of the eternity for which she so earnestly endeavors.
If you are presently unoccupied, perhaps we could...
Is today the day of your creation? Return to the city with me. I will read out a speech for you in front of all my attendants. Embarrassing? Huh. Happy birthday. Let's celebrate together and make it a moment to remember for the whole year until your next birthday celebration, and so on and so forth. Then, you shall have an eternity of happiness.
Hello. वाईफाई पे चला गया.
वाह वाह जी वाह.
Happy birthday. This is a dried glaze lily that came into bloom on the day of your birth. Long ago, the people of Liyue would say that this flower blooms bearing the weight of the beautiful memories and prayers of the land. I believe this to have applied on the day you were born as well.
Serious? ये मेरा मौज इतना स्मूथ
She is
कैसे
the
घूम
most
रहा है अचानक?
envious of the Qixing. Liyue's prosperity has not merely been built on Rex Lapis's oracles or wisdom. It is also thanks to the countless servants of the Geo Archon who have honored their end of the contract. Of them, Ganyu is the one who has served for the longest time. If you want to know about her past, you should ask her about it. I fear my wording would not be delicate enough to receive her approval. It's said that Child and his reputation have yet again stirred up waves among the inner ranks of the Fatui. Knowing his type, he will be sure to swiftly depose anyone who dares to challenge his actions. Come to think of it, there will be a lot of interesting news to be heard the next time we gather for drinks. Care to join me when the time comes, traveler? It reeks of wine. That bard has just been through here, hasn't he? That drunkard is a disgrace to the arts. Oh. Has he tricked you into getting drunk? You're slurring a little. Wait a moment. I'll brew a pot of sobering tea. It'll be ready in only 6 hours, so just wait a moment.
Actually, तुमने कभी सुना है जोंगली का about 20?
क्या बोलते? दारू दारू वाला बोलते मुके
जो
मुके ऊपर।
सब हर एक आर्कॉन ऊपर तो वो है नाहिडा नाहिडा का सुनना एक बार। कोकोमी का सुनो। ओनली यही एक लौती है जो आर्कॉन के पेट्स के हिसाब से जिंदा है।
Throughout history, only... Ah, so today is your birthday. Ahem. On your ceremonious reckoning of years, I task my kin with seeing to it that that which you seek you shall surely find, and that for which your heart longs you shall surely receive. Remain pure of heart and true of spirit, and their protection shall be bestowed on you. There you go. May all go well in your year ahead, and may all your wishes be fulfilled. Are we done? Peace and tranquility seems to be all the rage nowadays, but it gets dreadfully boring after a while.
No shot.
More yokai have expressed an interest in the human world lately. I wonder if that's a good thing or not.
That's
You want
it.
to know what I think?
D2 का
I
फाइनल
would tell
शिप पे
them to
तुमको दिखा
live
था ना
for the
विटनेस बोल के, मैं
moment.
बोला था विटनेस बोल के।
Besides, how could I ever dislike a
वही
little
अपना फाइनल
yokai
बॉस
who would
होता है वे।
willingly take us out to dinner and pay for the meal? Throughout history,
मुझे खेलना है हार
Attaining
विटनेस।
so today have you peace and tranquility. Though I'm an avid reader of novels, I've heard a lot about Miyuki's little sister.
कोई दिला दो
Quite
बे।
the character, I'm
अपना स्पॉन्सर
told.
की तरह होगी।
Although she comes
क्या
from a
पता?
family of shrine maidens, she's gone her...
नहीं दिला, जो दिलाएगा उसको मैं फिर से वापस कर दूं। कर दो।
उसको ही बोलो ना, वही एक लौता बनता है जिसके पास इतना कैश हो सकता है।
हाँ वापस पैसे वापस दे, थोड़ा टाइम लग
abode for some
दे दो।
repose and conversation.
कम रख लो, कुछ भी बोल कर देखो, उससे ले लो, बाद में महीना महीना थोड़ा देना चाहिए EMI। तो एक और, अरे उसको लौटाओ भी मत, तुम जितना उसका रैंक अप किए हो इतना तो बनता है भाई। क्या बोलते हो?
ओ ये बात वो थोड़ी मानेगा।
बात में तो पॉइंट ये वो हाँ, बट उधारी में तो दे सकता है ना तुम्हें कैश। तुम्हें तो दे ही देगा।
वो दे सकता है, किस सब वर्कर्स पे दे सकता है। क्या पता, क्या पता भाई।
मुझे पता होगा अगर ये इस दिन आने वाला है तो मैं ब्लैक से नहीं दे दूंगा, बाकी आधा तो नहीं होगा मेरे पास, पर आधा क्या करूं, ब्लैक से ले लिया भाई।
मैं ठीक है ना, अरे दे दे सबको खुद का भी तो, तुमको खुद को तो खर्च करना ना।
अरे नहीं, सबसे बड़ी बात है
My recent attempts to
मुझे
enter
पहली
the
बार
fortress bore
डेस्टिनी
little
को
thus
मतलब
did
जब
an
बोल रहे वो
outward
फाइनल
friend
बॉस
become the
होगा
focus of
तो
this
उसको
report.
हराना है बस।
So while the fortress journal is Charlotte's biggest... Charlotte took so many up, she hasn't been able to get a hold of anything. Seriously?
देखता अगर मैं पेपैल बना के मैं खरीद लूंगा फिर उसको।
तुम खरीदो फिर तुमसे मैं दे दूं।
अभी एक में भी कि मुझे उसको हराना है भाई, कैसे भी। थोड़ा सा क्वेस्ट करो फिर रुक जा रहा है। यही तो पसंद नहीं आता, स्टोरी एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ साइड क्वेस्ट कर।
और एक देखो, एक फोकस मोड बोल के होगा इधर, वो खेलो ना, फोकस मोड बोल के होगा, देखो वो ट्राई वो खेलो ना।
फोकस
हाँ, उसमें क्या होता है, तुम्हारा साइड क्वेस्ट जो भी होता है ना सब हटा देते, साइड एवरीथिंग हटा देते हो, साइड क्वेस्ट वगैरह जो भी है सब हटा देते।
ये आर्कॉन क्वेश्चन इसके लिए मुझे करना ही पड़ेगा यार।
नहीं आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट तुम जो क्वेस्ट जब देखो ना, तुम क्वेस्ट दबाओगे ना तो नीचे आएगा एक फोकस्ड मोड बोल।
हाँ, वो इस पे नहीं आ रहा वैसे, देखा था मैं पहले.
Lynette's not joining us?
I've had her followed. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. Today will be when Caesar passed before long. I had to pull.
क्योंकि मैं गलती से तुम्हारा इसका क्वेस्ट चालू कर दिया था. लिनेट का, सेलिन का.
You neglected to mention that you...
My apologies. These...
Oh, forget the pleasantries. Just sit.
Flash, flash.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantry.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Linny. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The Weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead...
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years...
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really...
Uh-oh. This is getting...
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you! I know that bit...
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on! You can't be all business all the time.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We work together a bunch of times. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway. Point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And is...
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and...
Sorry, I may have had...
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather...
Totally! He's gotta be hiding...
I think so too. That guy Edmondo seems...
How?
You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me.
Oh,
I
nice
must
shot.
have had one too many. I say way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh.
Hey! Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you
Clove
need
decay,
in
clove
your
decay.
life. That's not a good sign.
Nice one.
You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head.
The fuck?
And there he goes.
Shh. I think we're being watched. Someone was listening. Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
We're here! Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake! It was so delicious the last time we
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after. Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat.
Wait, did he really say something like that?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me,
Huh?
I love the cake and coffee here.
Huh?
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every
ये क्या
day?
It's
अजीब
part
है
of my
भाई
daily
गेम
schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee.
ये कैसा अजीब गेम है बे
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon? And
मैं
you
रेस
wouldn't
को
get to
मारा
eat cake here
रेस मरा
anymore?
भी नहीं
What would you think?
But why would it close?
दोनों बॉडी शॉट what the
Well,
how
Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe.
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No. Still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today. No. It's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please, I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You two try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right?
And there she goes. All right, let's dig in. Paimon. It's more delicious than last time. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, we're near the
they are
secret
controlling
office.
mid way too often
Let's go look
they
for
are just
Charlotte and have a
coming
chat.
through mid
Skyward!
Yeah.
Scatter!
Coming in.
Thanks for watching my stream. Good stream, everyone.
I guess they're rotating.
Skyward! Scatter! Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about you?
Ha! You've got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick mora!
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Really?
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know.
Oh, Paimon knows you're not like that.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you. Her name's...
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She's a guest column. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said that you're a real daredevil of a journalist.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legend?
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the thing.
Yeah, are we even...
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. I'll need a few...
Oh, in that case...
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! Ooh, so much to get...
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but if you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless. And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my...
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her.
yaar.
Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Teyvat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do? No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose, what would... We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about... You mean, still traveling? always been good. Feels like it'll grow mold if you... But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
Ah, so the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Oh, you're from the past.
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervilat sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the Fortress of Meropide. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him.
Guys, that's enough for today's stream. See you guys on next stream. Bye bye.
भाई ताचे अपने टीम पे